Hey, what's going on, everybody? So in this video, I'll be going over bit farms, and we'll jump right into it. So starting off on the 2 week, which is price action and EMAs, it's safe to say that we probably had a bottom at 153, right? And in the past 2 weeks, we've gotten closures over the 21, 50, and 100 weekly 2 week EMAs. Okay, all right, that's a pretty strong bullish look. And then going on to market cipher beyond the 2 week, you can see now that money flow is curving back up and potentially going to go green in the coming weeks. VWAP is positive, and a 2 week green dot will soon confirm, with stochastic pointed up as well in the 2 week. Right, so all bullish signs. If we pull up a 2 week Fibonacci, it doesn't really matter what fucking time frame you're taking. If you just take a fib from 391 down to the range low at 152, well, we can see here that we're finding resistance at the 382, right? We got a little bit above, but we're finding resistance at the 382. And the next likely area of support could be around 208, right, to 236. We could backtest that level, okay? And I'll dig into shorter time frame supports too. But so far in the 2 week, we can backtest 208 potentially as support, right? That could be another good area to get into some bit farms, right? But if we go down to a weekly, again, you broke above all the EMAs on the weekly. Okay, that's all you needed. Now, what we want to see here is a weekly higher low form, right? We got a low on the weekly. Now, we got a high in this move. Can I make this better? We got a high in this move. Now we want to see a week, if we get a rejection and then a short-term downtrend, we want to see a higher low form, okay? And that's where the short-term time frame supports come in, okay? And I will get into that. So we'll go into the daily chart with price action here. And I will turn off the EMAs and pull Fibonacci. From that range high, if that was the short-term local high here, we'll pull it from there to the low at 152, and we can find some support areas. So first area of support is going to be 235, maybe a short-term reaction there, but ultimately we're likely going to come back and test 221, 218, the golden pocket, okay? And the next high likely area to test, since Bitfarms is a small cap and it's a beta play to Bitcoin, so it's going to be much more volatile. It's going to be between 205 and 177. Okay. Now going on to, wait, let me pull that back up again really quick. Sorry. I'm going to pull up a small little zone for the golden pockets. Right there. There we go. And go back to the weekly time frame, show you what I was talking about. So we have a strong, strong month here, right? From May into June. And we got a nice move up. Why is this not going? Hello? Okay. We got a strong move up. Now we want to see a weekly higher low. We can get a weekly higher low in the golden pocket. Okay. That would be between 221 and 217. That's possible, right? And maybe we could range here before continuing higher. Or we can come down just a bit lower of the golden pocket and find some support between 205 and 177, right? We'd want to see weekly higher lows in either of these zones, right? We can get a weekly higher low in this zone, maybe chop around a little bit here, and then come up and break for a new high, right? We would want to break above 258. All right, we got to break above 258 to confirm we're in a new uptrend, and we can come and test the highs of February. right at 391. All right, let me turn off these shitty squiggly fucking lines here. And yeah, so we're going to want to see weekly higher lows and weekly higher highs after those potential higher lows that could form. Okay, before continuing higher. Now, going over the bearish case first, if we break under 177, I would expect 152 to get hit again and potentially swiped. And Bitfarms could, come down to like a fucking dollar 04. That's the bearish scenario. Okay. My bias is to the upside. Historically speaking, miners have done extremely well after the Bitcoin halving. Okay. And we're now, a couple months after now, the Bitcoin halving. So I'd rather not bet against history because history usually rhymes. It doesn't repeat exactly, but it rhymes. So my bet is to the upside for miners, or at least good miners, right? Not shitty ones. And Bitfarms is not a shitty one. Now, the bullish case, no. Everybody loves fucking price targets, right? Let's talk about some price targets. We get weekly higher lows, higher highs. We start to break above the 50% and the golden pocket at $3.07. Well, you're going to see 340, obviously, between 391 and 340. That's going to be your short, real conservative price targets. $3.40 and $3.90 for Bitfarms. Right, but if we were to break above the February high, your first target's going to be between $5.39 at the 1.618 and possibly the 2.618 at $7.78. All right, for Bitfarms. And from where Bitfarms is at right now at 240 to 539, that would be a 126% move. 778 would be a 226% move. Okay. I couldn't tell a time frame. I don't really do the time thing. Who really fucking knows? It could happen next month. It could happen in 2 months or 3 months, 4 months. But those are ultimately the targets from the high from February to the low of May. Those are the upside targets using Fibonacci. So with that being said, guys, Bitfarms looks extremely bullish, higher time frame. We're going to start looking for higher lows here now, right? In consolidation before potentially moving up higher. So with that being said, guys, peace out. See you in the next one.